Welcome and thanks for listening to Four Things to Know, an open line podcast produced by the City of Auburn. Each week, we'll take a few minutes to walk you through events, street closures, and important dates you should know about as Auburn residents. So this is the City of Auburn's public affairs team coming back to you once again from Auburn, Alabama. We're here to talk about four things coming up this week that you need to know. Let's go on the table and say hello.
Hello, I am Cynthia Williford-Bean, the multimedia specialist.
And I'm Allison Blankenship, the neighborhood specialist.
I'm David Dorton, Director of Public Affairs.
And I am Nick Bowman, the public affairs specialist. So, Cynthia, what you got?
So, yesterday was March 6th, I believe. Yes. And that was the start of our Auburn Floral Trail that we do every year. So the trail is underway now through April 21st, and it's a 14-mile self-guided trail that highlights some of Auburn's finest blooms and foliage. The trail winds through different neighborhoods in Auburn. There are two different sections. It's broken into a 10.5-mile south trail and then a 3.5-mile north trail with two optional sections as well. And basically, there are just some signs posted along both of the trails that help visitors, cyclists, and pedestrians navigate just to see some of the common springtime flowers that we have around here, like azaleas, blooming trees like pears, cherries, and plums. I was driving to lunch today and saw a giant azalea bush in full bloom, which I was very surprised that it's already blooming that early. So they're already blooming. And you can find brochures with trail maps for all of those different portions of the trails here at City Hall, at Auburn Oblique Tourism, and at other city facilities. And you can also find a brochure online, which it's a long link, so we'll stick that in the show notes. But yeah, it's just a chance to drive around and see all the beautiful trees and flowers that we have blooming.
Awesome. I can't wait.
Yeah.
It's my favorite time of year, despite the allergies.
There's definitely enough pollen to sustain whatever trees and flowers we have.
Yes. Well, this week, on behalf of our Parks and Rec department, I am calling all volunteers. We need volunteers to help us pull off the largest free outdoor festival, which is City Fest. The 22nd annual City Fest will be Saturday, April 29th, so the last Saturday of April, at Kiesel Park from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. If you've never been, you should really go or volunteer. It's a day full of live music, arts and crafts, exhibitors, vendors, children's activities, and more. And there's always a fun theme. This year's is Jurassic Journey. So City Fest has thrived for the past 21 years because of the community's willingness to make the festival a special event. Thousands of people come locally, and then I imagine some people travel into town for this event. Volunteers help City Fest run smoothly. They help set up tents and tables for vendors. They attend the children's stations. They manage crowds. They may help with parking, or you may be stationed at the front gate to give away freebies. Whatever it is, you do get a free t-shirt. I was told today that you will get lots of breaks. You will get snacks. If you work an all-day shift, you will get a free lunch. But you will have designated shifts so that you can also enjoy the festival on your own terms. All ages are welcome. I know there are a lot of teen groups that come and help, but there are also a lot of adults of all ages that come in and pitch in and make it a great event. So if you want to find out how to volunteer, you just have to go to auburncityfest.com, or you can call 501-2963. And that's it.
Sounds great.
Yeah. I've never volunteered, but I always see them running around and driving those golf carts everywhere, and it actually does look like
That
fun.
does sound like a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Golf cart, t-shirt,
Yeah.
lunch. What else do you need?
I know.
A parking spot.
And wear sunscreen.
Yes.
I volunteered as an intern, quotes around volunteered, whenever I interned for Parks and Rec. And it's a very bright day. It's the end, well, depending on what it is. End of April, it's hot. Wear sunscreen.
I know.
So this isn't really a city thing, but more of just a public service announcement as we record this, and hopefully as most people who listen to this listen. Time change is Saturday. Spring forward. Everybody either loves it or hates it.
It's your favorite day of the year?
I like it. I like my evening daylight. I'm not going to lie. But time change this weekend as we get into spring and all the other stuff that's going on as we get closer to City Fest.
My husband literally says it's his favorite holiday of the year.
That's so funny.
Literally. Like Christmas, meh, but the time changed.
And it's really pretty easy now because a lot of people don't have to even change their clock. It's just automatically does it for you.
Yeah. I leave one manual clock in my house on the other time during fall time change, just out of protest.
Yeah.
Sounds good. We're going to wrap up this week with a few public works projects that are going to either last through or occur through the rest of the week. I think Cynthia mentioned last week that we've had a lot of work going on this week as a result of spring break or to take advantage of spring break. So, excuse me, I got a little chest cold thing going on. So crews are going to pour a sidewalk along the west side of Gay Street between Sanford and Reese Avenues. This is part of the South College Street, Sanford Avenue, and South Gay Street improvement project. So parking in front of businesses in the area are going to be closed throughout the duration of the work, which is expected to last Monday through Friday. So this Monday through the end of the week, Friday, March 10th. So our public works team is also out doing asphalt crack sealing on Shelton Mill Road. That's happening this week. So if you're driving through that area, just be cautious. So that work is going to be going on between North College Street and East University Drive. There are probably going to be rolling lane closures, so traffic control measures are going to be in effect. Finally, lane closures are expected on Old Stage Road near Opelika Road on Thursday, March 9th. Crews are going to be working to change out a pole and power line crossing the railroad tracks. Lane closures are expected from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. So that, again, is Thursday, March 9th. Anybody got anything else?
Nope.
Anybody doing anything for spring break?
Working.
Yeah, we'll be here, I guess.
We're here.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks everybody for listening. We'll be back next week. Thanks for listening to Four Things to Know, an open line podcast produced by the City of Auburn. If you're looking for more news, events, and dates to know about coming up in Auburn, visit news.auburnalabama.org. You can also check out our show notes for the links and URLs discussed in this episode.